Ladies and gentlemen, we're conducting business.
Controversial decision by Portsmouth city leaders sparks a massive walkout at tonight's council meeting.
Council struck down raises for teachers and staff, leaving a lot of district employees disappointed.
Chanu Hers at that meeting breaks it down for us. Chanu.
Right now, the city is funding nearly $53 million of the school's approved budget of $193 million, which doesn't include those raises. Many employees I spoke with had become hopeful after seeing other local cities get raises, such as Newport News, when their school board and council reached a tentative agreement for 4% raises. But after tonight's meeting, many left disheartened.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're conducting business.
It was a room full of sheer disappointment. Portsmouth school teachers and staff.
I thought we shared why we needed it.
Unhappy after City Council and the mayor approved the school budget without an additional $1.9 million for a 2% raise for teachers.
It just shows that the investment in education is not there.
Superintendent Dr. Eli Bracey walked out, his mood no different than those he came to support.
I think it's disheartening when we have other school divisions around us that are providing at least 2% increases to their staff, but we can't do anything. Our city council won't do anything for us.
I wholeheartedly share in that concern because, first of all, I don't think any of us would be here without the teachers and staff that paved the way for us to receive the education that we did.
On the council bench, though, they did get Mark Whitaker backing them.
I am pro-education. I am not anti-education, and I'm for, and I understand what our teachers and employees, I understand what they go through on a daily basis.
Outside, give the schools more district employees and school board members in their corner.
They shouldn't have to be out here. We shouldn't even have to be standing, but this is what we have to do. So that's why we have all these people out here.
But ultimately, the decision sat in council's hands.
We do want to recommend and want to, by going away from the method of funding, to allow the school system to, within their own budget, move money around to do what they need to do.
To make a decision, leaving most disappointed.
They won't even do a 1%. They just said no.
Dr. Bracey says he fears without council support for the raises, many teachers may look for jobs elsewhere. Chanu Hers, 13 News Now.
Here's a look at the national average for public school teachers. According to Business Insider, the average in the U.S. for the 2016-17 school year was nearly $60,000. In a state-by-state ranking, Virginia and North Carolina were at the bottom half of the list. Virginia came in 32nd with an average of $51,000, and North Carolina was 35th for teacher pay. The average there just shy of $50,000 a year.